Okay. This listing I'm about to read to you, Nick, was March 3rd, 2021. Okay? For just the disc, sir, just the disc, $250.
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah.
Okay, that is not it. Oh, God.
Yeah. People tell me I paid. One of my buddies was like, you paid too much. I'm like, no, I didn't.
You really didn't.
No, I really, I really did.
Like not even close.
You say $100 for a disc is too much. I say it is till it isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Sony, thank you. Sony has single-handedly made a very large amount of my collection worth way more, or at least perceivably worth more.
And so if you ever want to like get out of it, you're just like, all right, I got some shit.
No, probably not.
I don't see it ever getting.
No, it would have to be like really. I'd have to be in a weird place in my life to do that again. You know, I don't want to be fighting mannequins in a chapel. Fighting clowns.
Oh.
At half health, you brave.
Ooh.
Wow.
The reason I'm still fighting him is to hopefully get more.
Oh. Okay, this is intense.
Oh, it's bleak. Because I don't. It's happening again, Reso.
Oh no.
I think I'm going the right way, but I am not sure.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Good lord. Okay, now, since you're still playing, Nick.
Yeah.
You're a fairly smart individual. Given what I've told you, how much do you think a complete set of all four goes for?
I'd go, if that's the most expensive, 700.
Well, actually, that's not. You actually came up over.
Okay. 600?
The most expensive listing I can find for all four complete in box.
There's no way this is definitely the wrong spot.
Wait, are these complete? Let me make sure, because if it does not list that they have the movie DVD in it, then no, it's not.
That always knocks it.
Because everyone's like, it's complete. Just doesn't have the movie DVD, then it's not complete.
Yeah, no, that's
that
semantic matters. That semantic matters a lot.
That's not a semantic argument here, sir. If there's no movie DVD, then it's not complete. You want to know another one that never had like a PS3 launch or anything, never came out on PS3, but has now become infinitely more expensive. Xenosaga.
Ooh, yeah. I've heard that. That sucks, because that's what I kind of want to get into, because I've heard nothing but interesting.
I mean,
it also sounds like a hell of a nut to crack too.
Yeah, I mean, if you got like Metal Gear 4 times like 4 for cutscenes, I mean,
fucking,
yeah,
I mean, if I've played Metal Gear 4, I obviously have no shame for cutscenes.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, no, I'm in the wrong area again. Oh god.
Oh my god. Oh,
this could get ugly.
How are you lost in an action game?
It's a Resident Evil game.
It's an action game.
It's an action Resident Evil game. So it's Resident Evil. It's funny how Resident Evil 4 still ended up a fucking action game. Like, it's like they took this away because it was too actiony. It's still a fucking action game. Then again, remember this was made before our remake failed, from what I recall.
Like,
which is a crime.
RE4 was still an RE game. Like, RE5 was not an RE game.
No, RE5. There's debate for RE4. I think they've really hit the balance at this point.
RE start being a game up until that point when Chris Redfield punched a boulder.
Leon does some pretty buck wild shit in 4.
how are you lost in a Devil May Cry puzzle game?
Oh, I found it. Okay.
Oh,
holy shit! I fucking went some real wrong ways.
You guessed.
Well, I kind of.
You don't get to claim that this was intentional. You gotta be.
That was my intention when I realized I had nowhere else to look, so it had to be in this area. So I have to interact with everything in this area.
You guessed. This was a guess. This was purely a guess. You had no idea where you have no idea where you're going.
No, I didn't. I mean, I wonder. I don't. That was. It was very clearly a guess. There was no argument here. It's just. It was a very. There was an education behind how I landed at that point, but everything else is a fucking nightmare.
It's like I'm fairly sure I'm going the right way.
No, after that point, it was like everywhere else is wrong, so this has to be right. Because I literally went to everywhere except for the I know for a fact there's nothing beyond this.
It's like I've checked everything else. It's gotta be here. It has to be. There can't be anywhere else. So, surprisingly, I say surprisingly, but then I look up Xenosaga and I realize that the second game goes for around 80.
Woo! I think the first one was like 50. I sold it for.
Yeah.
I think that franchise at this point is just pretty.
Yeah, it's inflated now.
Yeah.
By
the way, you heard about you like them boss refights?
Really? Like, God, now I know. Now I know where he got it. Like,
he always had it.
Like Bayonetta 1 outright infuriated me with this shit. Like, are you almost done with the? Is that why is he running out of content? Is that what's happening here? Like, is the game almost over and he's like, I gotta pad this shit out?
Not even close.
Oh no. Oh, so he just
likes himself some refights.
He just likes to save money, is what you're telling me.
Pretty much.
Was Devil May Cry 1 a budget game?
No, I mean, it was originally Resident Evil.
Okay, so no, it had full billing. Like, it had full billing. Okay, cool. Oh wow, that damage. But what's the logic here? The logic is like, oh well, if they died on it the first like 4 times. It's like Hideki Kamiya was like, hey, what if I took arcade game logic and threw it into my console action game?
I have some good news though.
Oh, is he actually gone? Oh,
his
okay,
ass ain't coming back from this.
Okay, cool. See, that's why I forgot. He's not dead till you actually see him die.
This doesn't go with the Bayonetta where you kill it and then you just fight another one of it. No, you haven't killed him yet. He's very tenacious.
Oh, and on another tangent, NTSC Xenosaga 3, April 3rd, sold disc only. By the way, so you know this is about to be fucked up. 185.
Oh. Oh.
185. 1 through 3 complete, sold April 2nd, 305. So all 3 complete in case. 305. It sucks.
That's fucking. I'm pretty happy I got out of game collecting.
This is why I built that emulation box.
Yeah. At this point, it's too fucking expensive, and they do not want to give you easy access to it.
No, it's become this is a problem.
It's officially a problem. Like the PS Classics were a big bastion of like at least Sony care, and not in the slightest.
Well,
more recent Sony does not care about their history so much.
I'm not that these aren't leaving unless I have to get rid of them. And if I have to get rid of them, I might just have to bury them with me.
Taking them to the grave.
My last will and testament will be, look, if you're like someone's taking them, you're not gonna leave them to like your family? No, no. I'm
They wouldn't
good.
respect it enough.
All right, so was this one of those sort of games where it's like we're just gonna build an entire game around like a castle? Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah, this was a proto of this was originally, I think, the Resident Evil Spooky Castle build.
Oh.
And remember, Resident Evil 4 has a castle still. That held on.
Yeah, wow.
And here you wanted to look at the most Resident Evil ass gun in this game.
That is
The animation and everything. Like, this is a Resident Evil fucking gun in Devil May Cry.
That's Resident Evil. This is we're watching Resident Evil, and it's at its finest point. But here's the thing though, like when I think of Devil May Cry, I don't think of what this is though. Like
no.
Devil May Cry, all I think of is like
woohoo pizza time.
Yeah, combos, pizza, and like Dante taking a massive implement through the chest or something. And
I'm gonna redo this. By the way, now we have a time limit puzzle.
Oh, cool. Those are my favorite in video.
That was the wrong way to go. I've got to restart it. I don't know why I'm speaking with those inflections. I'm sorry. I just snapped.
Yeah. Oh. This is the moment. This is the. I love how it's infinite ammo, right? Like there's not like ammo.
It's the time.
Oh, right.
I made it.
Right, the time limit. The time limit. You want to know, like, you want to know, like, what I believe to be the largest scam in gaming history?
What?
Are you familiar with the concept of grading?
Yeah.
Video game grading.
Wait.
So it's.
What do you mean?
Okay. So grading is there's a company, I think they're called WADA. I forget their full name. So basically, you send them a game. You have to pay money.
Oh yes. Okay, I'm familiar with it now.
They put it in like an acrylic box and they give it a rating.
Yep. You're gonna go Super Mario that just sold for 600,000.
Yeah, people are like, why did it sell for so much? I'm like, well, one, the guy wanted to cover his fucking grading costs that he paid to get this fucking thing graded.
How expensive is that?
Varies. It's usually around. I'm pretty sure it's around like $100, $200.
Oh,
I think to get it graded. So yeah, there's a reason why if a game is graded and you see it going for like an absurd amount of money, you're trying to fucking cover the cost.
I should just put like a drill hole through it and fucking send it to him and get that graded.
Yeah, the other reason why that copy of Mario went for so much. All right, how familiar are you with NES? This is.
I mean, I grew up with it.
I'm gonna get into some weeds here, but since it looks like you're fighting jobbers, it should be fine.
It's no big deal.
It's jobbers, right? It's jobbers.
Yeah, just fucking.
So like, there were two versions. Okay, I say two versions. There were two box versions of Mario that existed at that time. There was one. Okay, so there was two. One holds up really well, and the other one falls apart. The one that falls apart is known as a sticker seal. So those copies, they would not be plastic wrapped. They were just a box. It had a sticker that sealed the box closed. So there's a sticker seal version, and then there was the less printed or the less made sealed copies that were actually sealed in like plastic, like games are these days. They were boxed, sealed in plastic. Those were not made. Those were made in less. The sticker seal were more common, technically.
Okay.
Than those. So the one that was sold at auction was a actual shrink wrap sealed
Okay.
That it was a sealed one.
So immediately
Plus,
more valuable.
It was more valuable. Plus, it was graded at like a 96, which, look, I'm not going to get into whether or not I think grading should hold so much value because
that's a whole can of worms. It's.
But I will say at 96, the only way you could get a grade better than a 100. The only way you're going to grade better than 96 is if like the game literally came off the production line and you handed it to the person at WADA.
Yeah, you're like, really not going to get it. Like that's I imagine at that point it's just there's no denying like no, this is a mint fucking copy of this game.
Yeah. So that's why it went for the ups, because people are like, why would anyone pay $6,000? Well, guys, look, Mario Brothers is not a $6,000 game.
$600,000.
Yeah, it's not a multi-$1,000 game. This
no.
is literally this
came in NES's or came with NES's like.
Yeah, this is a very specific edge case scenario where the game went for like an absurd amount of money, and again, this was at an actual auction, so it actually sold at that. That was not just like an eBay where they shut down the eBay auction at the end of the time limit and someone had ended their bid at 6,000 and never paid it. This was at an actual auction. As far as I could tell, it was actually paid for.
Yeah,
like,
no, people actually thought it was that valuable and they wanted it for that much. They thought that was a good investment. People still think GameStop's a good investment.
I don't want to
get people mad at me for that.
You don't want me to go into my feelings about video games not being a valuable investment for your money. I'm sorry. Look,
I don't. Things are weird right now, so I can't really say either way.
No, I will. No. Don't worry. I will. They're not. They're not.
Like, some games have really gone up in value.
Your investment is predicated on the notion.
Shit nipples!
Jesus Christ, Nick. Really?
The platforming's hard, man! Oh, I fucking hate on.
Your investment is entirely predicated that the devs never, ever re-release it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pretty much. But then again, Mario's been re-released how much? But then again, that's a fringe case. That's really not the norm.
This is not the norm. Look, if someone wanted a copy of Mario to play, I know a dude here in Ohio that has like 50 carts that he's still trying to get rid of. Right?
If I hadn't already sold my collection, I'd probably have 3 I could just offer somebody. I think I gave you just a copy of Mario 3 because you were like, yeah, I don't have any NES games. I'm like, do you want a copy of Mario 3? And you were like, why not?
I think I own the majority of your SNES collection.
No, I mean, you bought most of my SNES collection. Very few. That and like a couple of my bigger ticket PS1 games.
Well, I mean, I can't remember. There was one.
They
I
went
can't remember. There was one SNES game that you contacted me about. You're like, look, I'm going to sell it. Do you want it?
Demon's Crest.
I put it up. Yeah, it was Demon's Crest. You're like, if you want it.
You specifically told me if I was going to go sell that to let you know.
All right, so these are power-ups, right? So he gets.
No, that's a straight-up new weapon.
Oh, new weapon. Oh,
punchers.
Yeah, Fist Wizard cast. Punch Wizard cast fist.
Oh,
okay. Oh, wow. He dealt damage though. Are we playing on hard mode?
I mean, this game was pretty fucking hard on normal.
Oh, right. This was before the days of the 360 where everyone said play the game on hard mode because normal mode's too easy.
No, also, just the only one on by default is normal.
Oh.
I appreciate that I can switch between the two on the fly.
Yeah, I didn't like the way you switched in DMZ Devil May Cry. The switching was weird. I didn't like it. It didn't feel natural.
Fond of it after some controller rebinding.
Yeah,
you can do some pretty cool shit in that game.
The fuck are we fighting?
It's a big ass bird.
Garuda, what are you doing here?
Birds with a fucking grenade launcher.
The son of Sparta who challenges the darkness for this.
Oh.
Flock off, Featherface.
Was this rated M? What the hell?
Yeah, this was before people swore in video games for a lot, man. Like this was Dante still doesn't swear that much. That was why that was one of the big issues with DMC Devil May Cry. Dante, do you know the core tenets of Dante? Of like literally his goal when he was made as a character, what they wanted to do with him.
No, I'm not familiar with that.
They want him to be cool. They want him to be stylish. They wanted him to be maybe family friendly is not the right word, but he wanted him to be really cool without any of the stereotypical hang-ups. No swearing, no drinking, no smoking. He was his entire thing was to be fucking baller as hell with none of the stereotypical shit that makes people look cool in games or in media.
And then Ninja Theory got a hold of the game.
Yes,
and was like, whoa.
That was the biggest problem with DMC Devil May Cry in terms of characterization. However, I think Devil May Cry 5 made gold with that by giving it that personality to Nero. Because there is room for that kind of character in Devil May Cry. It's just not Dante. It's literally against Dante. It's the opposite of what he's supposed to fucking be.
Yeah.
I think him saying shit and ass is fine, because, I mean, for Christ's sake, those barely count as a swear.
I mean, and plus this Dante didn't start out with brown hair, get a white wig, and go, maybe next time.
No, it's specifically the opposite of that. He says, fucking, not in a million years. And then it's not even honest, because when he gets his DT, his hair goes white. And by the end of the game, I think it's fully white.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god. Like, it's...
and that's the game I like.
I can't knock it. It's just, it's got issues, but it's a good game. People are way too fucking hard on it.
Well, I mean, do I need to remind you about the pizza covering his dick?
I love that scene so much. I stand by. That's the most Devil May Cry scene in the game. Yeah. Oh, right.
I mean, you're right. I don't like it, but you're right. Like, I can't argue. I want to argue, but I can't argue.
Oh, right.
Are you? Oh, okay. Oh, that's clever. Okay, that's a little clever. I can get behind that.
We in Resident Evil 4 again.
Oh, wow. They really.
No, there's just something really charming about how you can tell like where this game came from. I'm really glad this is the only one like it.
Oh, that's, you know, I really don't like clowns, but this is not kosher.
We got tier 2 now.
This is no bueno. This is, I'm taking the game back to Electronic Boutique and asking for my money.
Man, I couldn't believe there was a time in my life where I thought punching was stupid, because why would I want to use my bare hands? Because I feel it! Like, why would I not want to use the sword? It's a sword. Because sometimes you just want to punch a motherfucker in the face.
And I mean, if it's Dante punching a motherfucker in the face, I mean, you can't get better than that, though, right? Like, it's what he does. Here's what I don't get, right? And hear me out on this, right? So they have, like... So they're working on a Resident Evil game, right?
Yep.
And they have all this shit. And then they're like, I want to make an action game. And they're like, well, okay. And he's like, can I also use those assets? And they're like,
I'm gonna guess they were just like, yeah, just take everything you've done so far. Well, Shinji Mikami does shit like that. He probably just saw what they were making was like, this isn't Resident Evil, but it's really cool. Just take it all. Just take it all and go make this.
Yeah, can I use that? Can I take that? Is that okay? Can I use this? This looks cool.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. Like right now, the game looks fantastic, right? Like Like the PS2 was a masterpiece in this regard. Certain shit looked fucking great, and then other shit looks like ass at high resolution.
Oh yeah.
I think again I'm gonna go back to God of War because God of War is no. I'm sorry.
Yeet.
I'm so, God of War 1 aged like the most despicable hag. I don't. God of War 1 has a God of War 1 aged so badly. I am almost, and I mean almost, like 99.9% sure it is safe for me to say that the PS3 remaster, and I'm using the largest air quotes imaginable, somehow manages to look worse.
I've heard, there are a couple games like that. A buddy of mine is right now playing through Resident Evil Code Veronica X. That remaster does some really cool things with the lighting. It's unplayably dark.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure God of War 1 is uglier. Which, again, is God of War 1. Somehow making that game uglier is, like...
kind of a feat.
Yeah.
It's not the hideous game out there, but it's certainly, it's
like,
not
okay,
amazing looking.
Let me ask you this. What's uglier? God of War 1 or Silent Hill 2 after the remaster?
Alright, so I'm a complicated person to say that too.
Oh,
because the remaster after the updates on the PS3 is pretty fine, honestly. It's not ideal, but it's better than no Silent Hill 2. After the once the fog got restored.
Yeah, you'd much rather play that than shell out the money for a copy, basically.
Oh yeah.
You got C. You got C.
I'm holding down the line.
Yeah, you're not. You've only really had like one rating, right?
Yeah.